Hi everyone, my name is Peng, licensed acupuncturist, medical intuitive, and master of Qigong. So today starts day 1 of 30 where I'm starting to answer questions on Facebook or YouTube or whatever the case may be. So the first question I got is on the Formless Forum Qigong Facebook page. This question is from Milk Peterson. His question is, I want to grow spiritually, but I'm sick and therefore also poor. Being sick and poor doesn't seem to leave any options for help. What can I do? And so first of all, thank you for your question, Milk Peterson. This is a very legitimate question. So I want to encourage you to change your perspective a little bit. Today, the internet has changed, has definitely changed the game for everything. Spiritual development is now more readily available with a simple Google search, and there are more masters and gurus and people who have hidden knowledge that are beginning to share this knowledge and putting it out on the web. Now, there's good and bad with this. The good is that you have these gems, these individuals who like Sadhguru and Master Ko, and just to kind of list a few, and myself, of course. Just to kind of list a few, but then you also have this flood or this wave of individuals who just understand spirituality, but they're taking it from the approach of intellectuality. So they're taking it from an intelligence standpoint. All they're doing is they're memorizing stuff, and then they're conveying that information. And for me, my approach is that spirituality should be experiential. So the idea is that I want to give you some breathing exercises, and then without power of suggestion, we do the breathing exercise, do a couple movements, and then we ask questions about what it is that you feel. The moment you begin to feel things, then you begin to share, and you share with other students. And when you begin to share with other students, you begin to recognize that there's subtle sensations that you are beginning to feel or sense. And then this approach provides more of an experiential standpoint. And then this way, because once spirituality is experienced and there is a felt sense to it, it no longer becomes a place for debate, because when you're taking an intellectual approach, there's just thought, there's knowledge, you're just debating ideas and concepts and what the other person said. And so from here, once you experience these subtle sensations within the body, it just becomes universal. All right, so I want to start off with that is to pretty much, the internet has changed the game. It really has. This is the best time. Even if you are sick, even if you are poor, this is the best time. And I'd say, first of all, I'd like to encourage you to start with just meditation. Meditation, like right now I'm in the car, like I'm doing this whole, don't worry, I'm parked, I got my seatbelt on and everything, but I'm not doing this whole, Jesus, take the wheel, but I am, even in the car, when I'm driving, this is something I do, because meditation isn't just a time that you take to just simply sit and meditate. To me, when people ask me questions, the question I always get is, how often do you practice meditation, Peng? And my answer is always the same. My answer is always, I am in a constant state of meditation. I'm doing meditation all the time. I'm in a constant state of meditation. Meditation to me is just the practice of being present. That's it. With the body, with the mind, with the breath. And that is just meditation. You don't need to find a sanctuary or a temple or even a quiet place in the park. You can be in the car and still be in a meditative state. So this is a perfect example, because one of the ways that I help ease people into meditation is just driving. When you're driving, turn off the music, turn off the electronics, no podcasts, no radio, nothing. Just be present, just drive. Be present with the body. Be present in the driving process, and also be present of your thoughts. Meditation is really just observation of breath, of body, and then of mind. Because the more you begin to do meditation, you begin to recognize that your mind has a mind of its own, quite literally. And if you recognize that this aspect of the mind you don't like, then you need to start doing more meditation until this aspect of the mind begins to sort of just kind of like vomit and release its tension, release its frustrations. Because all of the things that meditation helps us recognize that there's lots of stuff that's happening, that's processing in the background, in the back of the mind, in the subconscious, and also in the body conscious. And so meditation allows you to see you, the real you. And the real you isn't very nice. And so the more you sit with that, the more you sit, and the more you begin to understand self, this aspect of self. And this is why many people don't like it. This is why they're like, oh, I'm bored. Even my kids, they'll say, oh, I'm bored. And then and they want to play my phone. They want to watch the iPad. They want to play electronics. And I tell them like, no, be bored, but don't be bored. Don't ask for my phone. Stare out the window feeling sad. Okay? And this is seriously what I tell my kids. Stare out the window and feel sad. And the reason why I say that is because it's a joke. And then they're like, oh, I'm staring out the window feeling sad, Dad. And the idea is that it's forcing them to be present. They're watching the cars pass by. They're watching the street signs. They're watching the physical activity. They're people watching. And that in and of itself, is a form of meditation. So let me leave you with this, okay? Start with that. That is it. Start with that. Start with just driving and just being present and stare out the window feeling sad, okay? So today's lesson is stare out the window feeling sad. You guys have a good day. Day 1 of 30 for lessons on spiritual development. Again, please put any burning questions in the comment section below. Hit like and subscribe, and I'll answer your questions. Thank you.